Dear investors and families, welcome to this webinar. Today we'll address a topic that often generates anxiety and concern: taxes. For many, the word taxes immediately evokes a sense of dread, an inevitable burden that erodes the fruits of their labor and investments. This perception is deeply rooted in our society. We tend to view the tax system as an adversary, a complex and often incomprehensible entity, difficult to combat. This fear can lead to passivity or, worse, suboptimal financial decisions. Interestingly, however, this same fear is almost entirely absent among the wealthiest people. Not because they are immune to the tax system, but because their approach is radically different. They don't suffer taxes, but actively manage them. For the wealthy, tax planning isn't a burden, but a tool of power. It's a strategic lever that, if used correctly, allows you to optimize your financial situation and protect your assets. It's not a game of chance, but a science. It's crucial to clarify a crucial point right from the start. Tax planning is in no way a form of tax evasion. Tax evasion is illegal and morally reprehensible with serious consequences. Tax planning, on the other hand, operates entirely within the law. It's about leveraging the laws and opportunities offered by the tax system itself. It's an ethical and responsible approach to managing your finances, aimed at maximizing tax efficiency while complying with current regulations. To implement effective tax planning, a thorough understanding of tax laws is essential. A superficial understanding isn't enough. You need to delve into the details, understanding the nuances and interactions between the various regulations. This doesn't mean becoming a tax expert, but rather having a clear understanding of how your financial decisions impact your tax burden. It's an investment in knowledge that pays off handsomely over time. Tax planning also involves the ability to identify and exploit all available opportunities. The tax system, while complex, often offers benefits, incentives, and structures that can be used to your advantage. These opportunities aren't hidden, but they require attention and proactivity to discover and exploit. An experienced consultant can be a valuable ally in this identification process. Furthermore, effective planning includes taking advantage of all legitimate deductions and allowances. Many taxpayers leave significant amounts on the table simply because they're unaware of all the benefits they're entitled to. Every dollar deducted or subtracted is a dollar left in your pocket, ready to be reinvested or used for your goals. Taking advantage of these opportunities is a right, not a privilege. Finally, tax planning requires strategic approaches. It's not about reactively acting at the end of the year, but about building a long-term strategy that takes into account all aspects of your financial life. This includes choosing the corporate structure, investment management, succession planning, and much more. Every decision has tax implications that must be considered in advance. Knowledge is the key to successful tax planning. Without a solid foundation of information, you're doomed to navigate by sight, subject to the decisions of others and the dictates of the system. Investing in your financial education is the first step to regaining control. You can't manage what you don't fully understand. Wealthy people are masters of their financial numbers. They have a thorough understanding of their income, expenses, investments, and, most importantly, the tax impact of every single transaction. This mastery isn't innate, but the result of constant commitment and careful analysis. They don't blindly delegate, but actively participate in managing their assets. They aren't passive slaves to their financial data. Instead, they analyze it, interpret it, and use it to make informed decisions. The numbers become tools for their success, not chains. This proactivity distinguishes them from those who simply receive a bank statement or a tax return without understanding its deeper meaning. They have a clear view of their money flow. They know where it comes from, where it goes, and how it can be optimized to achieve their goals. This transparency is essential for any financial strategy. Understanding the money cycle allows you to identify areas of waste and growth opportunities, including tax optimization. As a result, they actively optimize their tax situation. They don't wait for taxes to be calculated, but act in advance to influence the final outcome. This is the heart of planning. Every decision, from investment to donation, is also evaluated based on its tax impact, turning a potential cost into an opportunity. Tax planning isn't a standalone activity, but an essential part of overall wealth management. It shouldn't be treated as an afterthought, but must be integrated into every financial strategy. Ignoring it leaves a gaping hole in your asset protection system. It's like building a house without a solid roof. It serves to protect existing wealth. Taxes can significantly erode accumulated capital, reducing the value of investments and assets. Good planning mitigates this risk. Protecting your assets means preserving your and your family's financial future, ensuring stability and security. Furthermore, it contributes to the multiplication of wealth. By reducing the tax burden, resources are freed up that can be reinvested, generating further returns. It's a virtuous circle. Every dollar saved in taxes is an extra dollar working for you, accelerating the achievement of your financial goals. It's crucial not to let the tax system dictate your financial outcomes. If you don't act, the system will act on you, often in ways that aren't in your best interests. Taking initiative means taking back control of your financial destiny, transforming an obligation into an opportunity. Ignoring the rules of the financial game inevitably leads to losses. The world of finance and taxation has its own logic and regulations, and those who don't understand them are doomed to fail. You can't win a game without knowing the rules. The same logic applies to managing your money. On the contrary, understanding and applying these rules leads to success. Knowledge is power, and in the financial context, it translates into greater efficiency and higher profits. Those who master the rules can play at their best, optimizing every move and minimizing risks. Tax planning isn't the exclusive privilege of a select few. It's not just for large fortunes or multinationals, it's a tool accessible to anyone willing to learn and take action. Every individual and every family can benefit from a strategic approach to managing their taxes. It is presented as a fundamental right. Every taxpayer has the right to organize their finances in a way that minimizes their tax burden, provided this is done in compliance with the law. This right is enshrined in the tax regulations themselves, which provide for the possibility of deductions, tax credits, and relief. It's a necessity for sound financial management. In an increasingly complex economic world, careful and far-sighted tax planning is essential. It is a pillar of financial stability and growth, as much as saving and investing. Fear of taxes is primarily rooted in ignorance. What is unknown seems threatening and uncontrollable. Lack of information fuels anxiety and passivity. It is a vicious circle that can only be broken with knowledge. Getting informed is a vital tool. Taking the time to understand tax principles, read the regulations, and consult with experts is an investment that yields dividends in terms of peace of mind and savings. It's not about becoming an expert, but about gaining enough awareness to make informed decisions. Studying tax principles is a powerful weapon. It allows you to approach the system no longer as a victim, but as a conscious actor, capable of defending your own interests. This knowledge makes you less vulnerable and more resilient when faced with tax challenges. Proactive planning provides security when dealing with the tax system. Knowing you've acted ahead of time and considered all the variables reduces stress and increases confidence. It's no longer about reacting to imminent deadlines, but about following a well-defined and controlled path. These actions allow individuals to gain an advantage. Not an unfair advantage, but a legitimate advantage derived from knowledge and strategy. It's the advantage of those who play by the rules but know them better than others. This approach does not imply illegal behavior. It is essential to reiterate that tax planning always operates within the bounds of legality, complying with applicable laws and regulations. There's no room for shortcuts or questionable practices. Transparency and fairness are essential values. It represents conscious and responsible management of resources. It's an act of financial maturity, demonstrating respect for your money and your future. It means optimizing without evading, maximizing without defrauding. Tax planning is an opportunity to master your financial future. It's a tool that puts you in control, allowing you to shape your financial reality. Don't let fear or ignorance rob you of this power. Take control of your fiscal and financial destiny.